This video will cover the troubleshooting steps and repairs I made to fix the cruise control on my 1987 Porsche 944. If we start here, pulling on the throttle cable, we can see it does pull the throttle, so at least we know the cable's hooked up. There, that wasn't too bad. Just pull it. Now it's time for the multimeter. The lower plug, 1 and 2, 34. It's supposed to be between 30 and 40, so that one's good. 4 to 7, yep, that's within range of 2,000 to 4,000. 4 to 8 should be in the same range. 27, 33, 32, yep, that's good. And 5 to 6, 3.2K. And that's not right. It's supposed to be 20 to 30 ohms. So that's suspect. 5 to 6. Alright, we'll have to come back to that. The upper plug, problem with turning the key on is we get that annoying beep. So if we come over here, unscrew the door switch, 4 to 8, yep, we got 12 volts there. 2 to 4, where's 2? 2 shows 0 volts. Turn the brake on, we got 12 volts, so that's good. 3 is here. We have 12 volts. And then if we hit cancel, that goes off. Yep, so that switch works. Pin 5 is reset, so it's 0 steady state. Pull the lever down for reset, we got 12 volts, that's good. Pin 6 is 0 volts. When we go forward, that's 12 volts for set, accelerate. And then 4 to 7, that's not going to show anything because that's my clutch switch. 4 to 7, oh, I have 12 volts there. And that's why my clutch across 4 and 7 had 12 volts, because I did have it jumpered as if the switch was in there in place. I'm going to try hooking a 9-volt battery across pins 1 and 7 on the servo to see if it does anything. I hear it. I hear it running, but I don't see it actuating, so I'm thinking this servo's got to come apart. Try not to lose these. Alright, so we want this come apart without losing anything. Looks pretty clean in there. Alright, a little bit of cleaning. See the grease in there. Thinking the spring goes into that slot there. Does that make sense? Yeah, and then this, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but this has to come around to get into there, because I know this little hook came out of this slot. See if we can do this without it flying out of here. Alright, if I do that, and then will this go in? Except this gear has to go above that metal plate. So I think if we work it like that. Get our extension back on here. Alright, everything's snugged down. Get this back in here. So this goes on, I think that's supposed to slide on like that, yeah. Alright, for testing out the solenoid, we're hooking 12 volts onto the solenoid connector. Pin 1 and 7 are the motor, so pin 1 is ground, 7 is 12 volts, and then pin 6 and 5 for the solenoid, 6 being ground, 5 being 12 volts. So let's give that a shot and see if that actuates the pulls on the cable. Yep. That works. So we're back in business here. And I think it could be time for a test drive. Definitely not working. Alright, I think the control board's probably got to come out, and we'll have to do a resolder once I start moving. Yep, okay. So that means it's getting a speed signal, so that part's working. So that's good. Alright. Cut that out. Let's get this controller apart again. some of the videos they mentioned checking these two electrolytic capacitors, so I'm going to test those, see how they work, and then look more closely at all the solder joints and maybe try the heat gun trick to reflow everything here. Unsoldered one end of each and take them out of circuit. 2.29, that's fine. 2.4 almost. I think they're both rated at 2.2, so those seem good. While I thought about using a heat gun to reflow the solder joints, I started going at it with a soldering iron and just decided I'm going to keep going, and ended up going through the entire board that way. It's time to put this back in and let's get it out for another test drive. Let's see, we're at 40. It's working. I felt it pull the pedal up. My foot's off the pedal. Success. We'll take it all the way down to the stop sign. Cancel now. Cancel. Yep, now it's dropped out. That's great. So I had to reflow all the solder joints, and that made it work. So there was definitely a cold solder joint in the module there.